Hi guys, I'm Clara and today I am back to talk not about makeup this time, but actually about these wonderful hand creams that I've been really loving since we're heading into winter and I know that my hands are definitely getting really dry. I just thought that this would be a nice thing to share. This set is by Crabtree and Evelyn, and if you know anything about them, you'll know they have some really wonderfully scented, really nourishing hand creams. I have had two in the past, their rose water one and their pomegranate one, and both are really fantastic. So I was really tempted by this 12 minis set that they had for sale. It's normally $70 at Nordstrom, and I saw it during the Black Friday sale and it was down to about, I think like $60 or $50, and I was really tempted, but I was like, no, like I don't need it right now, I'm gonna wait. And then just recently I got a Costco membership and I was walking down their kind of cosmetics aisle and I saw this set again. It's the exact same set, but it is for $35, so that's 50% off. So I was like, okay, now I have to have it. It's a really great value, and I just want to show you guys, even if you don't have a Costco membership, no, I don't think it's like worth it to buy a Costco membership just for the cosmetics deals because they're very few and far between. But if you do have one, or if you can find a good deal on this set, then it's totally worth it. So let me just show you what I picked up. So this is a set of 12 beautiful minis, and as you can see, the box is like way bigger than my head. And it comes in this nice tin case to kind of, I don't know, keep it protected, I guess, keep all your stuff together. I think that this set would be a really great kind of gift set to give to somebody, or if you are like me and your hands get really dry, you'll go through these pretty soon. I just wanted to mention one thing. These are a ton of their kind of classic scents in these, and they do have a package very similar to this at Nordstrom right now. The tin is a little bit different, and it has all the same fragrances as this set, except there's one in there that looked really good too. It's the Evelyn Rose, so it's a different rose scent than the rose water. And in this one, instead of the Evelyn Rose, we have the Somerset Meadow. And since I've already kind of tried out their formula, I know it's always really nice, so I can definitely give a thumbs up on that. And then I thought I'd just unwrap it and kind of quickly go through the scents with you. Okay, so now that I got it open, I just wanted to show you what it looks like. Because the lid was sort of sandwiched onto the back so you couldn't see. But this is the design on the lid, so if you do see a set that has this design on it, then it's probably the exact same one. It does say $70 on the little sticker here, and it says $108 value, so over 35 bucks, that's not too bad. And even for 70 bucks, that's not too bad either. This tin is giant. And for the scents, I just wanted to talk about each one of them a little bit because some are like really obvious from the name, but then others are have kind of interesting names. So let's just go through them and I can tell you what the scents are. So this one is the Pear and Pink Magnolia. I think that's perfect for kind of springtime. And this one does smell really true to name. It has a very pear scent to it, I think almost more than the Magnolia, even though there's a little bit of a floral scent to it. But the pear definitely like smells very clean and kind of like, I don't know, like a body wash or something. The smell on these is pretty strong and it does linger, so fortunately like the scents are all very pleasant, but if you are looking for a non-scented hand cream, then these probably are not for you. And the next one in the set is the Rose Water, and this one is one of my favorites because I love I love rose scent so much, and this just smells like really kind of bright fresh rose. It smells almost exactly like rose water if you've smelled that, so true to name again. And this one is the Pomegranate. It does have argan and grapeseed oil in it, so this one is particularly moisturizing for your hands, and I do have a full size of this one as well. It does smell like pomegranate, but you can definitely smell kind of a strong argan oil scent to it, so it has kind of a sweetness to it, I'd say. This one's really nice, again, very pleasant scent. It's definitely very like fall and winter appropriate. And I just wanted to mention before we keep going that the ingredients are listed on the back of each tube, and then also on the back of the tin there's like a long list of ingredients. So hopefully you can see there's like ingredients listed for each one. And this one just says gardeners on it, so let's open it up and take a sniff. And this one is very interesting and pleasant. I would say that it has a very slight kind of citrusy smell to it, but mainly I'm smelling kind of herbs and a very light floral undertone, so it really does kind of smell like if you were maybe walking through a garden that has like herbs and a little citrus and some flowers in it. That's kind of what it smells like. It's really, really nice, very pleasant. It's not overwhelming for people who don't really go for floral scents. And this is one of their award-winning hand lotions, and I think this is one of the original ones too, so it's very good. I'm happy to use this. And besides having the macadamia oil and the shea butter that are in most of these, this one does actually say on the back that it has some rosemary, sage, and cucumber in it. So that's good to know. It's definitely herb. This next one is called Summer Hill, and I'm excited to give this one a sniff because on the back it says something about honeysuckle and peach being part of the ingredients, and I love honeysuckle. Oh, that smells so good. You can definitely get the honeysuckle out of that. And I do smell a little bit of peach too, and don't worry, it's not like the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. It smells like real peach. It's just delicious. Definitely a summery scent. This next one is called Citron, and it does say it has honey and coriander in it. And this one is just really light and fresh. I would definitely wear it. It smells kind of like, I don't know, a little fancy lemon soap or something. So you do get a very strong lemon scent to it, but it feels like, I don't know, very chic and very nice, and it's not like overpoweringly like a lemon scented cleaner or something like that. It does smell like a fancy lemon soap. And you can definitely smell the honey in there too. Which, I just wanted to mention, honey is actually part of the ingredients, and honey is really amazing because it is actually naturally an antibacterial product. And then also another really interesting thing about honey is I was doing some research on like wound healing and natural ingredients that have actually been tested and proven to kind of speed up wound healing. And honey was really one of the only things that I found like evidence in research papers that showed that it could increase the body's healing. So if you say, for example, like have a cut on your hand or something like that, then using something with honey in it may actually help that cut heal up faster, which I just think is really interesting. This next one is called Somerset Meadow, and it sounds like it's going to be a really nice kind of spring fragrance. And I'm not really getting any clues from the ingredients on the back of this as to what it's going to smell like. I'm assuming it's going to smell like flowers. On the back it says the traditional macadamia nut oil, shea butter, and then also in this one it says ivy extract, so I don't know what that smells like, but we're gonna find out. This one is a little bit stronger and more like sweet than the other ones. It has a very strong kind of floral scent to it, and at the same time it does have a little bit of fruitiness. And this next one is called Verbena and Lavender. And lavender has a really nice kind of calming effect, so I'm excited to use this one. It smells so good. This is another one that smells a little bit like a fancy bath product, but it does have a very strong lemon kind of scent to it, which like the verbena plant does smell kind of lemony and citrusy, and at the same time it has that like soothing lavender smell. This next one is called Avocado, and it has olive and basil in it as well, and it sounds like I'm gonna just want to eat this right off my hands. Love avocado. And avocado has a lot of natural fats in it, so it's going to be really nice and nourishing for the hands. This one I feel like would be really nice if you are interested in these hand creams but you're kind of put off by very, very strong scents. This one does have a very slight kind of sweetness to it, and if you're like sniffing really hard you can smell just a little bit of that like basil and that avocado to it, but mostly it just smells like a kind of very mildly sweet cream. And this one's going to be really nourishing because it has lots of good ingredients in it. And I think it's nice that they include some options in here that are not floral based for people who really aren't that interested. This one is called La Source, and I'm really super excited to sniff this one because it has a little cute shell in the front, so I'm betting this is going to smell like sea salt. Ooh, it has spirulina extract, which is algae, which is again another really good ingredient that they like to put into like skincare and things like that, and other random things like toothpaste and macaroni and cheese, but it's supposed to be really good for your skin. And this one does smell slightly sweet, but it definitely has that sea salt kind of smell to it. And a little bit even of a mossy sort of smell. It smells very much like when you smell any of those like beach scented candles. Anything that has kind of a beach theme to it generally smells very similar to this. It's really nice to have all this variety too, because I know I'm somebody who gets really tired of like just one scent. I always switch up my perfume and things, so it's really nice to have all these like very different options that you can choose from. And next we have just a straight up lavender cream, so this one's gonna be really fun. And just as a side note, I like that all the tubes they've included here are kind of a rainbow in color. It will make it really easy to like find one of them too if you're looking for a specific one, but also just for display purposes, it looks really nice. And that is pure lavender. Nice pure lavender smell. And sometimes I feel like lavender can smell very chemically, but this one doesn't, so pleased with that. Okay, the last one in here is called Nantucket Briar, and this is the only one that I'm actually not too crazy about. I think it's just because it reminds me a little bit of one of my great aunts. So it's like a kind of floral scent, but it's not like fresh cut flowers, or you walk up to a flower and stick your nose in it, that kind of floral. It smells like very heavy, and I don't, just, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like sometimes the floral scents smell like one of your older relatives, and I think it does also have a slight hint of maybe like a saltiness to it. I mean, I can definitely like see myself wearing this and using it and enjoying it while I'm wearing it, but out of all these other floral scents, this one smells like the most heavy to me, and this is the one that I like the least. So sorry to end this on kind of a negative note. Overall, I think I'm going to use all of these, and I'm really happy with my purchase. I think this is absolutely a great variety set, and the great thing about these too is that even if you like maybe don't like a scent or two, like you can always give those ones that you're not too thrilled with away to somebody that you know is going to like it better. There's definitely a huge variety in here, so I think that you will enjoy at least most of this box if you are into kind of heavily scented hand moisturizers, and if not, then I would recommend the Avocado one, because that one is actually really awesome. I wasn't really expecting to enjoy that one so much, but I just think that it's really nice that they included one that's kind of less scented for people who maybe aren't so crazy about that. So that is it for this review. Don't forget to check out my other videos, and don't forget that actually the spring launches this year, a lot of them are coming out in January, and to me that seems a lot earlier than normal. There's definitely some things I'm going to pick up, and that, like the Girl on Meteorites are coming out sometime this January. There's a really interesting Becca First Light priming filter, which is violet, which you all know how much I love purples and violets, so I'm definitely gonna pick up some of these things for you and try them out and let you know as soon as I can get my hands on them. So stay tuned for that and subscribe. Thanks for stopping by, give me a thumbs up, and have a great day. Bye!